Hey, hey, hey. I can't even. I'm sorry. So I found how I can change my colors on my pens. So, all is right with the world. I'm still gonna have to mess around with the software for doing this video because I need to figure out my screen size. Anyway, let's do this. Ready? All right, now this one's different than the logarithms because I have a variable in my exponent. No, yes, I said that correctly. I have a variable in my exponent, so I have to take care of everything outside of the exponent first, and then I'm going to have to do one real quick thing to get that exponent to actually come down and be like on the normal line with the normal numbers. The very first thing that I'm going to do is subtract 9 from both sides. You treat this very similarly to a normal algebra equation where you take care of everything aside from the exponent, or everything not touching the variable first is what I should say. So then I bring that down and, oh look, let's change colors, although it's kind of like out of the reach. That's all right. So I have this 2 times a 14 to the x plus 4 equals, and this time now it's a 36. So now I am going to then divide by 2 on both sides. That's going to cancel, and then I will have this is going to drive me nuts. Everything's driving me nuts right now. 14 raised to the x plus 4 equals 18. Okay, now at this point, see, here's the thing. A lot of you were thinking, and some of you spotted it, and well spotted, because you wanted to kind of rewrite things. Like if good numbers. Like if this was if this right here was a 5 and this was a 25, you could have rewritten the 25 as 5 squared, right? And then you could have just kind of ignored your bases and just written your exponents equal to each other. And that's totally 100% A-okay. You can do that, but you have to kind of watch. It has to be something that actually kind of matches up. It's got to be a 5 and a 25, or a 2 and a 32, because you can rewrite that 32 as 2 to the 5th power. So you have to look at those things. Now, 14 and 18 cannot be rewritten as anything. So that is when you have to take basically the logarithm of both sides. Now, there are different ways to do it. Okay, we've pretty much stuck with the logarithm of the base of the number. You can take the natural logarithm. I'm not going to get into that now, but you can do it. We're just going to do it kind of like we did in class. So I'm looking at this 14 right here, and so I'm going to take log base 14 of my 14 to the x plus 4 equals. Now remember, anything you do on the left, you have to do on the right. So I'm going to do log base 14 here of my 18. Okay. Now, the nice thing here is that, and I don't know if it's more annoying if I pick the new color, if I just pick up the new pen. But anyway, this will come out front. So I will have an x plus a 4, and then log base 14 of 14. The whole point of us writing it as log base 14 is the fact that we can then cancel that out. So we're canceling that. I mean, it's a 1, basically, is what ends up happening. We're not necessarily canceling it as a 1, so we don't really need to write it. And then I'm going to rewrite the right, log base 14 of 18. Now, I'm not actually going to write that just yet. I'm going to let my calculator take care of it. All I'm going to do now is subtract 4 from both sides. So then I'm going to actually skip up to the top over here on the right corner so I don't have to extend that page. So x equals log base 14 of 18 minus 4. Your calculator will handle this. Some of you have the newer calculators where you actually can go in and write it. Like your calculator will come up with just the log part, and then it'll have those, those nice little boxes like right there, and you fill in those numbers. If you have that, great. If not, here's how you do it. Give me a sec. Okay. You are going to go to your calculator and you are going to enter log of 18 divided by log of 14. Okay, that's all you got to do. Be careful, because I think most calculators, they pop up with the parentheses there. Close that parentheses. Make sure those are closed. And then actually all you have to do is subtract 4 from it. And of course, I don't remember exactly what you got, and my paper is halfway across the room, so let's go find it. I think it's like a 2.9 something or other. Seriously, Miss P, get your stuff together, right? Yes, negative. X equals a negative 2.905. Okay, and that's what you end up getting. Okay, so that'll work. And again, you can use natural logarithms, but it's kind of nice for us to do log base whatever that number is right there, because it will then end up just being a 1, and we don't have to worry about it. Okay? So onward and upward, children. We're going to go try, I don't know what's next. Oh, graphing. Graphing a polynomial. That's coming up. Oops.